So recently, a member of the UN offices, a man by the name of Victor Madrigal Borlos, came out speaking about the acceptance of maps, more so by the religious people, Christians specifically. And he stated that because we are an intolerant bunch, that we need to either conform to the concept of accepting everyone or face, how would you put it, um, ostracizing us from normal society. Now, here's the problem. I'm talking about Americans for now, we have become a society now where everything needs to be love and tolerance. And even the church has fallen for this nonsense. Now, remember, Too Strong recently came under fire for denouncing a certain individual by the name of President Trump for his stance on LGBTQ. We lost myriads of subscribers simply because we took this stance. The unfortunate thing, it tells us one very big thing, that people are going to actually kowtow to this acceptance religion as opposed to God. You think it's far-fetched? How many churches today do you see accepting the agenda? Do you think it's going to be far-fetched for them to go that one extra step and accept maps or, pedophiles? In order to stay open, in order to stay relevant, and in order to stay accepted. I've said this before, that people are thinking that this oppression of the church is going to come with guns and knives and bats and tanks. It's going to come by way of ideals first. They're going to test your ability to hold on to true faith and what God actually says. And once they get you to manipulate for yourself what he says in order to fit into society, they have you. They don't have to work at having you accept the mark of the beast. You've already accepted it. Because your willingness to do whatever it takes to remain a part of the world means forfeiture of your eternal soul. And you're fine with that because people like you. And in your world, you've been told that the more people like you, the more you can minister to them. What exactly are you ministering if you're not even adhering to the one you're ministering about? The world is not going to be playing by God's rules. They're going to be completely opposite. And they're going to be pushing you to accept it too. And what you're not faithful in when it comes to the small things, you're not going to catch the big thing when it hits you upside the head. On the surface, it sounds like I would never accept, but you already have if you believe that love applies to everyone and in every situation. To the point where you can't even call someone out for doing something completely against God because you love them. What you actually do is hate them. And what you're actually following is Satan, not God. This is coming closer and closer to a choice-making place, people. The whole choose you this day thing is becoming more and more real. The UN ain't playing, the devil ain't playing. But somehow Christians are the only one that are. We're the only ones playing around. You don't think that this is the precursor to see how much you're going to vacate your role? How much of God you're going to ignore? Oh no, it's definitely that. And many have already made their choice about the mark. The only difference is that it hasn't been implemented yet. You're just a tag away. Let this be a dire warning to you. That if you're not faithful in all of it, you're going to be falling for everything else. He asked you to separate, not conform, not comply. Separate. And that means fully. So you have a choice. The UN will be coming down on you here soon demonizing you for believing what God says. There are pastors out there telling you that you need to love. And their version of love means accepting what the UN tells you to accept, what the devil tells you to accept. My advice is to choose wisely.